Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer from Victory. This is Very Merry Monkey. Okay. Victory was buy one, get one at Publix, so I mean, they had to have Golden Monkey, but I assume people bought that out. I didn't see it on the shelf. I bought Sour Monkey, which I do love, so I do plan on reviewing that for you guys. There's also a Juicy Monkey, which was terrible. I think I reviewed it a couple years ago. It's like a Juice Force kind of artificial nonsense. And then I think there was a Citrus Monkey, which is like a 9.5%, I guess, Imperial Vit beer kind of to do, which I haven't had yet, but I didn't buy that. And then this one, from what I understand, is ideally just made with natural flavors. So we'll see how artificial it gets. So from what I understand, yeah, Belgian-style triple. So ideally it's just Golden Monkey with some holiday spicing. I'm very curious. I don't know if it's a new product. I haven't had this one yet. I haven't ever had it before. Comes pretty dark, actually. Doesn't look like a Golden Monkey, right? This is a solid, like, deep gold to light amber color. It's like a light amber color. Yeah, light amber color. I'm very curious what actually is in here that would make Golden Monkey this color. How do they describe it? They say returns with a lively hint of gingerbread, notes of cinnamon, sweet molasses, oomph of ginger. So maybe it's actual adjuncts they're adding instead of, but they say natural flavor, so there's boosted with who knows what. So looks pretty nice, fluffy white head. Pretty good. Smells like one of those Christmas ales. Yeah, a lot of what did they list? Cinnamon, molasses, ginger. Yeah. The funny thing is actually, it honestly smells like pumpkin ale. I know there's like some overlap between like the fall spice and the winter spices, but on the nose and what it looks like, I would have guessed pumpkin beer. I would not have guessed gingerbread, which is meant for more Christmas, right? Yeah. Yeah, it just has a lot of ginger, warming spices, a little bit of like toasted bready malt to it, a little bit of like graham cracker thing going on, but mostly that kind of like ginger forward character, which again I associate with more. I mean, maybe it's just a couple pumpkin beers that I reviewed during Halloween season, but it smells like a pumpkin beer. Cheers. Yeah. Interesting. Definitely a lot less spice forward on the palate. On the palate, I would have guessed it's actually quite loaded with the Belgian characteristics. So despite smelling like a Halloween ale or a pumpkin beer, is what I meant. It tastes more like a holiday winter Belgian beer. The one thing I will say about it is that it's hard with spices because this beer actually leans quite phenolic. I get a lot of bubble gum and like plastic, a little bit of nail polish remover, a lot of those like phenolics that I honestly took me years to get into when getting into craft beer. Maybe quite a while. Again, it's not really natural to be drinking, things that taste like plastic and chemicals and bubblegum, right? And some of the best Belgian beers like polish off that flavor and integrate well into the beer. But it plays into that kind of like gingerbread molassesy spice thing. So it's like weird. It's almost like, a little bit of this like gingerbread bubblegum thing, which is a little bit funny. There you go. And then it has a nice like base, like, is it cinnamon? Cinnamon, yeah. There's a nice base tone of cinnamon here, which is quite nice. Not bad, honestly. Like, I'm sort of liking it. It's quite drinkable. Honestly, I had to buy the 6-pack, right? Buy one get one. I had to get another 6-pack. I'm glad it's actually pretty good that like I don't feel like I wasted a ton of money on a 6-pack. Granted, how bad can the beer be when you're only spending like $13 for 2 6-packs, right? It's not bad. I don't think they went overboard with that kind of fake spicing character. It does have a nice kind of like ginger, cinnamon, warming winter spice thing going on. It's super dangerous, obviously, because the beer is basically 10%. Jesus Christ. I do want to say the phenolics a little bit strong. And arguably the phenolics sort of like clash a little bit with the spices. How would have I preferred this beer a little bit? Let me try to think. You know what? I wish this beer was just slightly sweeter, which is always crazy to say about Belgian beers, right? Belgian beers, you want this kind of drinkability. A lot of exaggerated American examples end up too sweet and sort of like destroying that kind of like sense of like drinkability of Belgian beer, quaffability, right? There's always quaffability of Belgian beer. But I feel like just playing with the flavors of gingerbread and molasses and cinnamon, just a little bit more sweetness. Like, like maybe, You know what? That's the other thing. Maybe not as much sweetness, but pull back a little bit on the spicing. And I think that would maybe play better. It's just, things are just a little out of whack here for like, for me to say like, wow, I recommend this. So just pull it back a little. The spices and playing with the phenolics. I also get like this almost like spice bitterness kind of thing going on. A little bit of that. Again, this is actually pretty good. I'm just trying to pick apart the beer. Yeah. It's a BB minus, I would say. So let's go to 80. That's fine. 83. 83 is a good rating, right? I mean, that's B minus. That's, yeah. 84. 84. Very merry monkey. All right. Again, winter ales, winter Belgian beers is not really like a huge category. I don't know if I'll be reviewing it, find any to review for you guys for the rest of the season, but not bad. If you're into Golden Monkey and you're into Victory, and you're in the mood for spices, this is right up your alley, right? It just does, Golden Monkey with a little bit of spicing, a little bit heavy-handed, it's a little bit lack of balance for me, but 84 is a great rating. Cheers, later.